Greetings gastronauts, this is KeefCooks, I'm Keef, and today I'm going to do what is very probably South Africa's national dish. I'm going to make ba-boor-tea, even though I can't say it, and also some yellow rice. Couple of shout outs before we start. One for Dylan Pabst, who's my new Patreon fan. Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate it. And also to Ben Howarth again, because I spelt his name wrong the last time I did a shout out for him. So sorry about that, Bert. But yeah. Right, Bobotie. Oh, I give up. Just be grateful I'm not calling it Bobotie, which is what I used to think it was called. It's lovely stuff, it's comfort food. It's a mildly curry flavoured minced beef with some fruitiness to it and a sort of eggy custard on top. And it's wonderful. So, if you enjoy this video, give it a like, share, subscribe, etc. And let's get on with it. Ba-boor-tea. Okay, ingredients. Goodness, there's a lot. I've got half a kilo of minced beef. You could also use minced lamb if you like. I've got a cup of milk, half a cup of cream, 2 slices of white bread, a large onion, a handful of raisins, 3 eggs, salt and pepper, juice and zest of 1 lemon, theoretically half a cup of mango chutney, but I've only got this much, so that much, a tablespoon of tomato puree, and 4 bay leaves and a bunch of herbs and spices. I've got 3 teaspoons of mild curry powder, a teaspoon of turmeric, no that's half a teaspoon, a teaspoon of ground cumin, and some mixed herbs. That's 1.5 teaspoons in total. And I've got sage, thyme and oregano. Some people like to add nuts such as flaked almonds or cashew nuts. I'm not keen, also I haven't got any, so I'm not. Okay, first thing to do is soak the bread in the milk. So I'll just rip it into large bits and pop it in a bowl and pour the milk over it. Squish it down, make sure it's all submerged. Now we peel and chop the onions. This dish actually goes back to the 17th century, around Cape Town, where Malay workers kind of invented it. And before we tootle over to the stove, I'm just going to see if I can get some zest off this 1,000-year-old lemon. No, I can't. Now I'm going to heat a bit of oil in a frying pan on medium heat and then add the onion and cook that till it's soft, which takes about 5 minutes. Then we'll add the curry powder, the herbs, the cumin and the turmeric and cook for 1 or 2 minutes. And then we add the beef and cook it till it's browned all over. Then we add the chutney, the lemon juice, the tomato paste and a bit of salt and pepper, and give it a taste. It should be zingy. That's nice. Oh, don't forget your raisins. And now you need to squeeze the milk from the bread, but make sure you keep that because you'll need it later. Tear it up into smaller bits if you like and stir it into the beef mix till it's kind of disappeared without trace. And then just take it off the heat and set aside till we're ready for it. Now we're almost ready to bake the ba-boor-tea, so you want to preheat your oven to 160 degrees Celsius for a fan oven, that's 180 for a conventional one, and gas 4. So I've got the meat in, a baking dish, casserole dish sort of thing. I need to drain the milk into a bowl. That's the milk that the bread was soaked in, and add the cream. Cream is not, you know, always used. It would normally probably be more milk, but I just fancy something ultra luxurious. And then break your 3 eggs into the milk and cream. I always get criticised about the way I break eggs. I don't actually care, but I can't do that one still. So just whisk that till your eggs are incorporated. Pinch of salt. Grind all 6 of black pepper. Pour that onto your meat. Woohoo! I've got a feeling this is going to be a bit fab. And then arrange your beautiful bay leaves on top. And that goes in the oven for, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. Now for the yellow rice, we've got 1 cup of basmati rice and 1.5 cups of water, ½ teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of turmeric to make it yellow, ½ teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a few more raisins, and 15 grams of butter. So we just chuck all those in the pan and bring it to the boil. When it's boiling, turn it down to a simmer and put a lid on and cook it till it's ready, till all the water's absorbed, and that's it. Okay, so after 20 minutes it's not looking golden brown, so I'll give it another 10. Okay, that looks pretty good, so I don't know if you're supposed to eat the bay leaves, but, well, they're there, so I'll pop on the plate. I'm used to meaty things having a bit more, well, some gravy, and this doesn't, but I'm sure it'll be fabulous. So I'll just take its photo, and then it'll be taste test time. And now it's taste test time with Mrs. KeefCooks. Oh, darling. Oh, you're nice and warm.
Oh, I'm good like that.
Oh, we're just going to stand here and do this. There is some food if you want.
Okay. I'm wrapped in a blanket. I'm
not going to tell you what it's called.
Bobotie or something? Bobotie, Bobotie.
Oh, ba-boor-tea, ba-boor-tea.
Yeah, don't tell me what it's called. How do you spell it?
B-O-B-O-T-I-E.
Bobotie. Okay.
Yeah, Bobotie.
Right.
I'm going to be in so much trouble with everybody in South Africa. So sorry about that.
Yeah. When he told me what was in it, I said, curry with egg custard and sultanas. Really? Okay.
I'm not a big fan of fruit in savoury things. In fact, I can't stand it, but this is good.
It is nice, isn't it?
Mm.
I like that meat. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this is South African yellow rice. It has an Afrikaans name that I can't remember.
Yeah, I tell you what, I like this.
Well, the bob.
The rice and the sultanas and the whole thing, and yeah, I like the texture of the custard on it as well.
Mm. Mm. It's brilliant.
Mm. I will say, it's got a bit of a strange aroma. I know I've been sitting in there thinking, what's that? I've never smelled anything quite like that before, and I wasn't sure if I liked it. So if you're cooking this at home, be prepared for this. But I tell you what, this is really nice. Mm. Oh yeah. Mm.
Have a roasted bay leaf.
Oh, I'll pass, thank you. But I often find that, you know, we stand here having the first sort of few nibbles of this and that giving our reactions to this, and then it's only after you guys have gone, you know, and you really start to get that flavour coming through. That's very nice, isn't it? Oh yeah. So South African. Oh wow. I'll tell you what, I like this. So yeah, guys.
Well done, South Africa. Well, no, I mean this is a national dish. This
Is it really?
Yeah. Well, kind of. If there was one, like this.
Oh yeah. I
but
can see why.
Comfort food. Yeah. Okay.
Shall we put them out of their misery? Go cook this.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Says I who only eats it.
Alright. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Oh yeah, I like that. Honestly, it sounded disgusting when you first described it. It did, didn't it?
Okay, that was